everybody. Welcome back to another edition, this week's edition of Group Gab with Emily and Julie. Hey, we just wanted to say, number one, thank you for all you're doing this past week in implementing this really cool group schedule. We've heard some really great things, and we've also heard a few suggestions, concerns, and no outrage from what I have heard. I don't know if you've heard any outrage. No outrage that I've heard of, so that's really cool. But we wanted to take a little bit of time today in this week's video to talk through just the binders and kind of what a day might look like. And so Emily has put together and taken a lot of time to put together the groups in the binder so that it's super easy for everybody just to kind of access this. So Emily, do you want to kind of take over and explain what we need to do?
Sure. There's a binder that looks similar to this. It's a huge industrial, like massive binder on each unit. And we have designed some instructions on how to use the binder here that are not currently in the binder, but they will be here later today. And it talks about what's in the binder. So this binder is designed with 31 tabs, and those 31 numbers are the day of the month of the current day. So today is July 9th. It's my husband's birthday. Happy birthday. But we are going to go into the section of the binder that is number 9. So we flip to that section. It is not hope on the 9th. This is just an example of what you would find in each day. So in each day you would find the word of the day, which is hope. And before breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we'll be breaking before we go to the cafeteria to refocus on the word of the day. There is a definition for each meal. There is a quote. This can be a quote of your own, or you can use the quote that we provided. There's also a prayer here. If you feel comfortable praying from your heart, pray from your heart. If you want to read the prayer, read the prayer. If you are uncomfortable with that, we've also added a gratitude option for each meal. So the option for breakfast is to name one thing that you're thankful for. So everyone that is going to breakfast that day would name one thing they are thankful for. The next thing in this day is the thoughtful tip of the day. This is the Huck handout we can hand out during that time of the day and provide some thoughtful tips to the patients on how to practice hope. Okay. The next thing in the group binder is the journal prompts. So there are 4 to 5 different questions for each patient to journal on during the day. If you want to lead a formal group and have a certain topic and provide a certain amount of time for the patients to journal, that's fine. If you want to hand this out, that's fine as well. And then behind these 3 sheets that are in every day are the 4 assigned groups for that day. These are your instructions. You don't need to copy these. You can take this straight from the binder and replace it when you're done with your group. In addition to your instructions, every patient has a worksheet. So we have prepared little tote boxes for you. This is the tote. It's all right.
No, it's good.
Here is the tote for the groups. So in here, just like in that binder, you're going to look for the day of the month, and there you will find your worksheets for the patients. We were just looking at hope. So in the hope section, you would find your worksheets for each group for that patient. So you would just come in here, grab the amount of sheets that you need, and then go and lead your group.
Awesome. Yeah, so, this is designed to be very easy, simplistic, something that anybody can do, even if you've never led a group before. This is something that in the binder, we've taken a lot of time to really discuss what the purpose of the group is, what the objectives for that group would be, and then how to implement that. I mean, down to like discuss this topic or ask these questions. So it's pretty detailed implementation instructions, and our hope is that everybody can feel comfortable to lead a group. And of course, you don't have to read word for word. We want you to be passionate. We want you to put your spin on things. So don't feel like you have to read word for word from the paper. But certainly this is just kind of a handy guide for you to kind of start your process. Some of the good things that we've heard definitely are that everybody really likes the word of the day. They really enjoy the pause before meals. I participated in a few of those, and it was really cool to see the patients really kind of taking a moment to pray or to name something they liked about themselves, which, you know, I think oftentimes we don't take enough time to really talk about the positive things that are happening with the patients. So that just gives us a good opportunity to really spin some things and spend some time focusing just on the positive, even just for a minute. You know, we're big believers in IOP, and I'm a big believer in my personal life that, you know, one step is better than no steps. So if I can name one positive thing that I've done today or that I like about myself, then in my mind, I'm already winning. So other things that you've heard, Emily, about what they like, what they don't like?
I think they like the half-an-hour time slots. They
Yes.
feel like that is a really good amount
I
of
agree.
time to be sitting with one specific topic. So that's been a positive thing. They have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah, and I think the other thing too, guys, is that we just have to remember to, you know, be accountable. We really want these groups to be happening. You know, the expectation is that you are leading these groups. You know, whether you see Emily, myself, or Shelly, who's behind the camera today, if you see us on the unit, then, you know, we're probably checking to see if that group is happening. But even if we're not on the unit, we still expect that group to happen. And the patients are also going to start to expect that to happen because those things are going to be on the board. And so it's super important that we provide that structure for them. So please just, you know, hold yourselves accountable, but also it's okay to say, hey, are you supposed to be, you know, leading the group, or hey, who's going to run the group today? Or, you know, whatever you guys feel comfortable with. You know, we're going to work on different things, and it's okay. Just remember that we're here to provide positivity for the patients and some structure. So, you know, let's try to do that as much as we can.
documentation piece.
Yes.
Also important because that's another way that we are verifying that the groups are happening, and that's the only way the HVAP surveyor is going to look and see if the groups are happening.
Mm-hmm.
So please be documenting who is attending the group and who's not attending the group. There is a non-acceptance or refusal option. I've been using that refusal option as I knock on the door and I say, hey, I'm going to lead group here in 3 minutes. I'd love for you to attend, and they choose not to come. That would be a refusal in my book. If they're in another activity, like they're in occupational therapy or they're with a psychiatrist, or they're not available to come to my group, then I would document that as non-acceptance. Otherwise, I typically go acceptance. If I have a person who's leading that group and they've taken over and I kind of step back and they're more facilitating that group and I'm there as a support person, I would document that as an eager group. Make sure you're changing that time to the
Yes.
start time of the group, not when you're documenting it.
Right.
That way we have a clear explanation of what happened that day for the auditor.
Right. Absolutely. That's super important that we're making sure that we document. So please just, you know, just be mindful of that and just keep doing what you're doing. So, you know, again, we really appreciate you guys. And today is July 9th, and so today's Gratitude Day. So I think we should probably end this video with a gratitude. So what's one thing you're thankful for today?
I am thankful for my husband, whose birthday is today, and we need to figure out how to celebrate it later, but I'm so thankful for him.
Awesome. Awesome. Shelly, you're behind the camera. What's one thing that you are thankful for?
Being able to go outside and take a walk.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I am thankful for is I am thankful for my dad, that he knows that today is Thursday and that his daughter loves him very much. So I'm super thankful for my daddy today. So, yeah. All right, guys. So, hey, we're going to try to give you a couple more examples, and we're going to probably tape maybe some different aspects of group. So just be staying tuned to possibly a couple more videos coming your way. And otherwise, we'll see you next week. Thanks for all you do. Many blessings. Take care.